Hello students, I am Dr. S.M. Bhati. The objective of today's video is to study system of simultaneous differential equation. In previous videos, we have seen how to solve linear differential equation of higher orders. If we consider more than one linear differential equation together, that forms system of simultaneous differential equation. These kind of systems are practically important. If we consider coupled RC circuit, we can show them by using two differential equations. If you consider mass spring system, we can show them by using differential equations. So it is necessary to study how to solve simultaneous differential equation. Now before going to formal definition of system of simultaneous differential equation, let's take one example. Here we have a two differential equation. This is the first differential equation and this is a second differential equation, and we have to solve them together. Both are differential equations because both equation contains a derivative. You can see that this is a derivative of x with respect to t, while this is a derivative of y with respect to t. And these two suggest about the variables. We have two variables x and y which depends on variable t. Total three variables are there. X depend on t and y depend on t. So the solution of these two equations will contain two equations. One contains value of x in terms of t and another contains value of y in terms of t. Here x and y are dependent variable while t will be the independent variable. Because t is an independent variable, for such a problem we can use the operator d for d by dt, and we can convert this first equation in this form and second equation in this form, that is, collect the terms containing x together, collect the terms containing y together, and the terms which do not contain any x or y should be kept in the right hand side. Same you can repeat for the second differential equation. So when you do this, you can write down equations in the system of the simultaneous differential equation in this form. Function of d act on x plus some other function of d act on y equal some function of t. Same explanation can be given for the next differential equation. So this actually forms system of two simultaneous differential equation. And what will be solution? Solution contains two independent equations, particularly value of x in terms of t and value of y in terms of t. The method of solving above system consists of eliminating one of the variable x or y. That means either you eliminate x or y. Solving the resulting equation and then substituting the value of the variable in any of the equation. The complete solution contains two independent equations. Let's see now the first example. We have a two linear differential equation together. So these two equations taken together forms a system, and we have to solve these two equations together. So here x depend on t, y depend on t. So use d operator for d by dt. And what is our expectations? We have to write solution x in terms of t and y in terms of t as an equation. Now using this d operator for d by dt, the first equation can be written like this. I told you how to write that. Collect the terms of x together. So in first two terms we have x. So first term contribute dx, second term contribute 4x. Between them x is a common. So the first two terms will give you d plus 3 act on x. While we have only one term in y, that is 3y, right hand side is t. The terms which contains no x no y should be taken to the right hand side. Here only one term contains x, that is the 2x, right first. Then we have two terms containing y. This is the first term contain y, last term contain y. First term contribute dy, last term contain plus 5y. So between them y is common. Ultimately we find here d plus 5 act on y and the right hand side e raised to t. Now here we have two options. Either you eliminate x or y. We have to solve these two equations, and now these two equations are having standard form as seen in above definition. We have two way here. Either you eliminate x or y. To eliminate y, we are operating both side of equation 1 by d plus 5. That means we are multiplying this equation by d plus 5. That means we are operating the operator d plus 5 on both sides of the equation 1. So when you do that, you will find this equation. So this first equation is obtained from this equation 1 by applying d plus 5 on both sides. Now we multiply the equation 2 by minus 3. So this is second equation we can get. How to get the second equation? Multiplied equation 2 by minus 3. Then we add these two equations. So if you add these two equations, what will happen? What will be cancelled? Y will be cancelled. Fine, because you can see, I can show that how the y will cancel. See here, this contain y, this also contain y. Both are like with opposite sign. This is a plus sign, this is minus sign. So these two will get cancelled, and the new equation will contain no y, only x and t. Take x common, simplify the quantity in the square bracket. When you simplify the quantity in square bracket, you will find d square plus 9d plus 14 act on x and right hand side. Now you must see how to simplify right hand side. The operator d plus 5 act on t. So when you take the term wise action, what will happen? First term became dt. dt means derivative of t with respect to t, that is 1. And second term action means just multiplication, 5 into t. That's why when d plus 5 act on t, we get 1 plus 5t minus 3t minus 3t 3. Actually here I should say minus 3 e raised to t. By mistake here this is a missing. So here instead of t there should be what? E raised to, what should be there? E raised to t. So I have written here simply t. Instead of t there should be e raised to t. Okay, fine. So we find this. This step is okay, fine. Which is the differential equation of the type phi dx equal to gt. No y, only two variables x and t. And the differential equation has the type phi dx equal to gt. So that the complete solution will be x equal cf plus pi. This x actually occupies left side, in right hand side we have to add cf and pi. Let's find first cf. So to find cf we must write a is a phi d equals 0. That is we find here d square plus 9d plus 14 equals 0. Factors are d plus 7 and d plus 2. From them roots can be obtained. Roots are minus 7 and minus 2. So we write cf. This will be cf. C1 e raised to this root minus 2 into t plus C2 e raised to this minus 7 into t. And here while writing cf we have to use t, because d is the operator standing for This d is operator standing for d by dt, and differential equation has a variable x and t. So x depend on t. So when you write CF, use variable t. So in this way we have written CF. Now we have to find PI. So apply definition of PI here. PI is equal to 1 over phi d. So phi d is here d square plus 9d plus 40. Act on GT. And what is GT here? 1 plus 5t minus 3 e raised to t. Fine. You can see that this function, this GT contains how many terms? 3 terms. Fine. We can write down the first term as a e raised to 0t, and here we are applying linear property. So the operator act on 1, and 1 is written as e raised to 0t. Please note that this 1 is written as e raised to 0t. Then for second term you can take 5 outside, and same operator act on t because 5 taken out, and the same operator act on t. Then last term we carry minus sign, 3 can be taken out, and same operator act on e raised to t. You can see that first term and third term have same type. Both have 1 over phi d e raised to ax type. Role of x is played by t here, and value of a is 0. So put here d is 0, we can get the next step. In the last term, it has same type 1 over phi d act on e raised to ax type. Shortcut method type 1. The role of x is played by t here. So compare this e raised to t with e raised to ax. Role of t is played by x. So a became 1. So we have to put d is a 1 here. So when you put d is a 1, you can get the last term. So when you simplify the first term, you will find 1 over 14. And when you simplify the last term, you will find minus 1 by 8 e raised to t. Now what is about middle term? Middle term has a type x raised to m with x replaced by t, and m is a 1. So polynomial type. And here we know how to proceed. We have to take lowest degree term of phi d as a common. Here in phi d we have 3 terms, and among the 3 terms, the 14 has a degree 0, 9d has a degree 1, and d square has a degree 2. So which is lowest degree term? 14 plus 14 is the lowest degree term. So take the 14 common. So when you take 14 common, you will find this kind of situation. Now you just think of this operator, this quantity. This operator is written in the form 1 by 1 plus a type. And you can see that role of a is played by 9d by 14 plus d square by 14. So apply this expansion formula for 1 by 1 plus a, and it is what is the expansion here? 1 minus a plus a square. So powers of a goes on increasing, and we have alternate plus minus sign. So use this expansion formula in the square bracket, and you can see that d of t is 1 and d square of t became 0. D stand for derivative with respect to t. So d of t became 1 and d square of t became 0. That means you can neglect the terms which contain d square, d cube, and so on. That means only 2 terms we have to consider. First term, second term we have to neglect, and the third term, you can see third term is also not required because it contains d square terms. So only first 2 terms are required, and you take the term wise action on t, you will find this kind of expression, and in this way we obtain the value of pi. And as said above, the solution of differential equation will have the form x equal to CF plus PI. CF we obtain, we can put in the first term, PI just we obtain, put in the second term, and in this way we have obtained value of x in terms of t. If you observe this equation gives you value of x in terms of t. Now we have to find the value of y in terms of t. So we differentiate this equation both sides with respect to t. We can get the value of dx by dt. Put value of x and dx by dt in equation number 1. Remember, here we obtain the value of x in terms of t. Now we have to find the value of y in terms of t. For that purpose, from x we find dx by dt, and now we put the value of x and dx by dt in equation 1. That is this equation. This is we can call this is equation 1. That is this. So we have two equations here, and we have to find the value of y. So this equation is not suitable. Second equation is not suitable because second equation will not give you value of y directly. It will give you the value of dy by dt and y together. But the first equation is suitable to calculate the value of y, because using the value of x you can calculate dx by dt. We know the value of x, and using this equation 1 we can get the value of y. So this is suitable. The first equation is suitable to calculate value of y, and using this first equation we can write the value of y. We can write this value of y. First we write the value of 3y. Then we put the value of dx by dt obtained above. Then you put the value of x in second term. Simplify the right hand side, and then you divide the right hand side by 3. We can get this equation. This equation represents value of y in terms of t. This equation represents value of x in terms of t. And these two equations taken together gives solution of given system. This is important now. Value of x in terms of t, value of y in terms of t. That's why we can we have taken this equation as 3, this as 4, and finally we have written that the equation 3 and 4 taken together gives solution of given system. Now you consider the second example. Here we have a two differential equation. This is first differential equation. Then there is a, you can see comma, and this is second differential equation. Both differential equations are linear. Identify the variables. Which are the variable? From derivative we can understand u, x, v, x. That means the variables are u, v and x. X is independent, so use operator capital D for d by dx. Now what will be solution here? Solution will be the value of u in terms of x and value of v in terms of x. So simply you solve, either you eliminate u or eliminate v, and obtain the value of u and v in terms of x. So you solve it, pause this video, solve it, and you can verify your answer. Look at here. Answer will have this form. This will be value of u, this will be the value of v. Here may be change, because whether you eliminate u first or v first, that depends. But don't bother about C1 and C2. C1 and C2 are arbitrary constant. So in this way solution will be the value of u in terms of x and value of v in terms of x. For this lecture we have used two references. One is Dr. B.S. Raval, Higher Engineering Mathematics, Khanna Publication, New Delhi 2014. And second is the textbook written by Professor S.R. Sakre, B.S. Wage, myself, S.M. Bhatti, Naveen Mani. Thank you very much. In this way, in today's video, we have seen how to solve simultaneous differential equation, and these simultaneous differential equations are important practically. Thank you very much.